one of the things that I'm really keen on is that our volunteers not only come and give something back or um, help out by being the active allies that you were talking about earlier, but also feel that they get something out of what they're doing while they're with us. It's something I would like for volunteers who leave us to be able to put on their CV that they volunteered with us or that they are volunteering with us, and for employers to go, I know that they do good training. I know that they do good support. I know that this person is going to be trustworthy. That would be my
Yeah.
aim for it. But yeah, we absolutely look at skilling people up.
So do people need to have any counselling or volunteer experience? Um, or do you provide training and support for people to get involved?
So again, provided that you've got some common sense around it, we're willing to give you a go. We do have training that we provide. Um, Once we've decided that we're taking you on as a volunteer, you'll get a full induction, you'll get the gender awareness training, and you'll get the training around facilitation and support skills. Um, we also, as a fairly new thing, I now run online skills workshops that any volunteer with us, and sometimes the office staff as well do, can join in. And it's just about sort of looking at where you're doing better in supporting people, where you're not, like learning some bits and pieces from each other. It's real peer support and learning within the volunteer thing.
I completely agree. And I also think one of the quid pro quos is personal enrichment. Getting, as well as giving, you're getting something personal back from this personal development, enrichment, whatever that may be. So yeah,
Absolutely.
I think it's very good. So volunteers, it's not a take. It's a very symbiotic relationship where both people win out of this.
Yeah.
Um,
Volunteers are not paid employees.
no,
They get something back by both having that heartwarming feeling and, I hope, learning some things while they're here.
yeah, and it's not all about working with group members. It's not all about working in the counselling or that support. You need as many volunteers to help you with the IT, the marketing, conference organising such as this. So volunteers don't necessarily have to be confident in working with individuals. You've got far more you can use people to help with, haven't you?
Absolutely. There are so many different things. Um, yeah, even just things like helping run events, going and standing on a stall when we are back to face and things like that. We sometimes have volunteers come in and do bits of office admin, all sorts.
Hmm. Yeah, because just like any business, you've got a website, you've got marketing, you've got email campaigns, you've got poster designs, graphic design. All this stuff goes on in the background, and you can use volunteers to help with that as well, can't you?
Yeah, and fundraising.
And
If you've got a
fundraising, yeah,
fundraising idea,
completely.
give us a shout.
Hmm. So, how much time? People sometimes worry it's going to be a big, huge commitment. So, it doesn't have to take much time, does it?
No, we have some volunteers who take on a lot, and we have other volunteers who don't do very much at all. Um, so it really depends on many, many things as to how much time it takes up. If you're looking at a key worker role, we're looking at probably a minimum of 6 hours per month, um, but you can take on more. Um, when you're looking at groups, the face-to-face groups are about 3.5 hours twice each month. Online groups are about an hour and a half twice each month, but most volunteers who do online groups do two or more groups as well. Um, Add to that you've got the facilitators and key workers have quarterly meetings, and there's the optional skills workshops that you may or may not come along to. So how much time you spend volunteering with us is largely reliant on what you choose to sign up to do and how much time you want to volunteer with us. Um, and the types of hours that people do. We've got the key worker stuff is more flexible because you'd organise with the person that you're supporting when you're going to make those calls or have those video calls, whichever it is. Um, Whereas the group stuff, it's these groups are at these times and these are the times that you would be signing up to attend. So I think we can fit around most schedules if we look at what kind of support people are doing. And then, yeah, if you're talking about helping us out with social media and website and things like that, then yeah, it's flexible.
Yeah. So I think the important thing is to say, I'd love to volunteer. This is what I can give. How can you
Mhm.
use me? And not prejudge and say, well, I can't do much. That 1 hour you give could be so important in that situation. So don't write yourself off. Just say, actually, I've got this much time. Can you use me? And that's the important thing, isn't it?
Absolutely. And if you've got some kind of skill that people will pay for you to put into action for a period of time, do a fundraiser. Even if it's just a one-off fundraiser rather than coming on as a volunteer, absolutely does help us.